God's message: your soulmate just received a sign about you. And it changes everything. My child, heaven stopped your endless scrolling in this exact second for a reason you cannot ignore. The one your heart secretly cries for late at night just received a sign about you. Do not scroll away now, because what God is exposing in this hidden file changes everything. If you feel this message in your soul, like this video and subscribe right now. Comment the phrase, "God protects our love," to align your spirit with heaven. My child, do not ignore this sacred moment, because heaven did not bring you here accidentally. Something heavy is shifting around your life and your soulmate right now. Many people will scroll away and miss the spiritual covering prepared for them today. Those who trust me will step forward in faith without hesitation. Sow your seed now, even $10 or $20 offered in quiet faith. The QR code is on your screen right now. The link is in the description and first pinned comment below. Act before this spiritual window closes, because delay can block the breakthrough waiting for you. What you release today becomes a divine shield over your life, your home, and your soulmate. The person you love is sitting in a quiet, dark room right now. Rain is tapping against their window while heavy silence fills their chest. They are holding their glowing phone in the darkness, staring at your old photos. Their hands are shaking as they read your old text messages over and over. A sudden sign from heaven just hit their spirit like a lightning bolt. They tried to forget you, but my power made your face appear everywhere. They could not escape your voice, your eyes, or the memory of your love. The silence between you was never cold indifference or total forgetfulness. I allowed this painful distance to break the toxic pride that once kept you apart. Separation was not a punishment, but my hidden way of protecting your sacred bond. Dark energy tried to destroy what I personally joined together with my hands. Evil plans whispered lies into your soulmate's ears to make them walk away. They ran because they were terrified of the heavy depth of your love. But heaven blocked every dark trap set against your destined love story today. Wrong people who try to manipulate their heart are losing their strong influence. The fake smiles your soulmate wore in public have completely collapsed into tears. They are tossing and turning in their bed during these quiet, restless nights. The heavy spiritual atmosphere in their room is forcing them to face the truth. They secretly wept into their pillow while calling out your name in prayer. Stay right here, because what God is revealing next will heal your heart. The one your soul still calls is realizing that no one compares to you. They searched for your warm light in other people, but found only empty shadows. Every temporary distraction failed to fill the painful void left in their spirit. They realize now that leaving you was the greatest mistake of their entire life. You were not crazy for feeling their heavy spiritual presence in your room. When your heart suddenly beat fast without reason, they were crying for you. When you woke up at 3 in the morning, their soul was reaching out. Pray instead of fearing, because my hands are holding both of your lives. I am rebuilding your soulmate secretly in the lonely places of their mind. I am burning away their deep fears, their cold pride, and their hesitation. They are writing messages to you in their phone that they erase before sending. Their heart is pounding hard as they type out every words of regret. They want to tell you how deeply they miss your soft, beautiful presence. They want to ask for your forgiveness for every tear you shed alone. But fear tells them that you might have already moved on with someone else. They secretly check your online profile multiple times every single day and night. They look at your pictures and wonder if your heart still has space for them. If you still feel their soul beside yours. Comment 777 below right now. This specific number carries the divine energy of sudden alignment and sacred restoration. What heaven promised you in the quiet darkness is coming into light soon. Do not scroll past this message, because a major shift is happening this week. A hidden truth is rising fast to expose every lie that separated your hearts. The third party that tried to come between you is officially losing all power. Heaven is removing every dark obstacle that blocked your peaceful, glorious reunion. You suffered in silent patience while carrying a broken heart through dark seasons. You cried midnight tears, wondering if God had forgotten your deep, faithful prayers. But I collected every single tear you shed into my heavenly bottle of remembrance. God is preparing what you cannot see behind the dark, closed doors today. The delay you experienced was necessary to mature their spirit for true commitment. They needed to learn how to value the precious gift of your love. My child, do not ignore this moment, because heaven did not bring you here accidentally. Something monumental is shifting around your destiny right now, and your obedience matters. Sow your seed now, even $10 or $20 offered in deep trust. The QR code is on your screen right now. The link is in the description and first pinned comment below. What you release today will return as immediate protection over your soulmate's path. Send this video to the one your soul still calls in the spirit world. Share it with someone who is praying for a miracle in their love life. When you share this sacred truth, you break the lingering chains of fear. The person who hurt you is now facing the heavy consequences of their choices. They sit under the dark night sky, overwhelmed by deep, agonizing regret. They remember how gently you cared for them when everyone else walked away. They remember the warmth of your touch and the quiet safety of your voice. Old memories are rushing back into their mind like an unstoppable tidal wave. Heaven is sending them constant dreams where your eyes are looking into theirs. They wake up in the dark with a gasping breath, reaching for your side. They find only empty sheets and a cold, quiet room that heavy sorrow fills. The spiritual warfare surrounding your love connection is ending in total victory. Dark forces thought they had permanently ruined the sacred plan I wrote for you. They celebrated too early when they saw you weeping alone in the dark. But I am the God who turns deep sorrow into glorious, dancing joy. Stay right here, because the next revelation explains why they stayed silent. They remained silent because my hand was heavily restraining them from coming prematurely. If they returned earlier, they would have brought the same old toxic habits. I had to break their hard heart so they could love you properly. I had to let them experience the cold world without your soft light. Now they understand your true value, and they are ready to protect you. Their soul is screaming your name into the quiet space of heaven today. Trust what heaven already promised, even when the physical world looks completely still. The silence is not dead air, but the sacred quiet before a massive storm. A storm of love, confession, and total surrender is coming to your door. Heaven did not bring you through this dark fire to leave you empty-handed. The emotional pain you felt was the birth pangs of a holy reunion. Your soulmate is preparing to make a sudden, shocking move toward your heart. They cannot sleep tonight because my divine presence is heavily pressing on them. They are pacing back and forth across their floor, making a final decision. The fear of losing you forever is finally overpowering their pride and hesitation. They are breaking free from the opinions of toxic friends and family members. No one can convince them to walk away from you ever again today. Heaven has placed a powerful seal of protection over your sacred love connection. Every weapon formed against your union shall collapse into complete dust right now. My child, do not ignore this sacred moment, because heaven is watching your heart. Act before this spiritual window closes, for something beautiful is unfolding right now. Sow your seed today, even $10 or $20 in quiet, bold faith. The QR code is visible on your screen at this exact second. The link is in the description and first pinned comment right below. Your seed will act as a spiritual magnet, pulling your soulmate closer home. They are holding their breath as they think about reaching out to you. They are rehearsing what to say so they do not sound foolish or weak. The emotional walls they built around their heart are crumbling down completely today. God is replacing their deep fear with a divine, overwhelming urge to reconcile. They realize that a life without you is a dark, meaningless journey. They are ready to lay down their ego and fight for your love. You will soon receive a sign that will leave you completely speechless. It will confirm that every word spoken to you today was absolute truth. Your days of crying alone in the dark are officially coming to an end. Heaven has recorded your faith, and your divine reward is at the door. Stand firm in your holy expectations, for your story is being rewritten. The love that was broken is being restored into an unbreakable, sacred bond. Hold on tight, my beloved child, for your God is moving right now. The heavy spiritual atmosphere surrounding your life is reaching its absolute peak right now. Do not scroll away, because heaven is opening the second chapter of this hidden soulmate file. What God is revealing in this exact minute will answer the questions you asked in tears. If you feel this truth deep within your spirit, like this video and subscribe to stay connected. Comment the phrase, "Divine timing restores us," to claim this prophetic truth today. My child, do not ignore this sacred moment, because heaven did not bring you here accidentally. Something powerful is shifting around your life and your soulmate at this very second. Many people will scroll away and miss the spiritual covering prepared for them today. Those who trust me will step forward in faith without hesitation. Sow your seed now, even $10 or $20 offered in quiet faith. The QR code is on your screen right now. The link is in the description and first pinned comment below. Act before this spiritual window closes, because delay can block the breakthrough waiting for you. What you release today becomes an angelic shield over your heart, your mind, and your soulmate. Your soulmate is currently experiencing an overwhelming wave of spiritual conviction that they cannot suppress. They were sitting in their car earlier today, staring blankly at the busy road ahead. Suddenly, a song that belongs to your shared memories began playing on the radio. Their breath caught in their throat as a wave of intense nostalgia washed over them. They had to pull over to the side of the road because tears blinded them. They gripped the steering wheel tight while their chest heaved with deep, uncontrollable sobs. They asked themselves why they let you go when you were their only true peace. In that quiet moment inside their car, heaven revealed your true value to them. They realized that every place they went without you felt completely hollow and lifeless. The temporary lifestyle they chose to pursue has turned into bitter, dry ashes. The spiritual warfare that fought against your union was designed to make you feel abandoned. Satan knew that if you two stood together in faith, you would be unstoppable. That is why the enemy released spirits of confusion, miscommunication, and sudden pride between you. Dark forces whispered lies to your soulmate, convincing them that the grass was greener elsewhere. They fell for the illusion because their own unhealed childhood wounds made them vulnerable. But God allowed them to wander into the dark wilderness so they could learn. They needed to taste the world's cold cruelty to appreciate your gentle warmth. Now, the illusions have completely shattered, leaving them standing in total, undeniable reality. They see the manipulative people who surrounded them for who they truly are today. God is stripping away every false friend who encouraged them to walk away from you. Stay right here, because what God is revealing next changes the entire timeline. Your soulmate is secretly planning a way to break the heavy silence between you. They have typed out long, detailed letters in the Notes app of their phone. They write about how sorry they are for treating your precious heart so carelessly. They write about the agonizing nights they spent wishing they could just hold you. Every single word in those hidden notes is filled with deep, undeniable love. They want to show you that they are no longer the reckless person who left. They want to prove that heaven has completely humbled their heart and renewed their mind. But they are terrified that your heart has hardened into cold ice against them. They fear that if they reach out, you will reject their sincere plea for forgiveness. Pray instead of fearing, because God is softening both of your hearts for restoration. If you still feel their spiritual energy pulling at your soul, comment 333 right now. This angel number signifies that holy angels are surrounding your connection to bring divine order. The distance between your physical bodies is shrinking rapidly in the unseen spiritual realm. You are about to witness a sudden breakthrough that will leave your spirit in complete awe. Do not let past disappointments trick you into giving up on what God promised. What heaven joined together cannot be permanently destroyed by human mistakes or temporary delays. The pain you suffered was simply the spiritual labor required to give birth to this miracle. My child, do not ignore this moment, because heaven did not bring you here accidentally. Something monumental is shifting around your destiny right now, and your response matters greatly. Sow your seed now, even $10 or $20 offered in deep, unwavering trust. The QR code is on your screen right now. The link is in the description and first pinned comment below. What you release today will return as immediate protection over your soulmate's returning steps. Delay can delay the manifestation, so take this faith step while the window remains open. Share this video right now with someone who is praying for their broken relationship to heal. When you extend hope to others, God multiplies the blessings flowing into your own life. The spiritual chains that held your soulmate in bondage are snapping one by one tonight. They are waking up from the spiritual sleep that kept them blind to your worth. Late last night, they looked up at the stars and whispered a silent prayer for you. They asked God to protect you, keep you safe, and save a place for them. It was the first time in a very long time that they truly prayed. Your love brought them back to their knees, forcing them to seek my divine face. The silence you experienced was a sacred altar where God worked on their spirit. If they had returned during your season of pain, the old cycles would have repeated. God held them back until they were completely broken and ready for a holy commitment. The person returning to you will not be the same immature soul who walked away. They will come back as a protector, a partner, and a spirit-led companion for life. Heaven is aligning your schedules, your paths, and your hearts for an unexpected encounter. You will not have to force anything or chase after them in desperation. My hand will arrange the divine appointment in a way that leaves no doubt. Stay right here, because the next revelation exposes the spiritual shift happening tonight. The third-party influence that tried to destroy your bond has completely failed and crumbled. The person who tried to take your place could never match your quiet, peaceful spirit. Your soulmate felt an overwhelming spiritual resistance every time they tried to draw close to them. They realized that no amount of physical beauty or charm could replace your deep soul. They ended that toxic situation in their heart, even if they are untangling details. Their loyalty has already returned to you in the spiritual atmosphere where it belongs. Heaven has officially closed the door on that wrongful distraction for good today. They are sitting by their window right now, listening to the soft night wind blow. They can feel your spirit praying for them, even if you have not spoken words. The invisible cord of love that connects your two hearts is vibrating with extreme intensity. They feel an overwhelming urge to drive to your house or call your number immediately. The hesitation that bound them for months is dissolving under the heat of my presence. God is placing an unbearable urgency in their chest that will not let them sleep. They will have no peace until they speak the raw truth to your face. My child, do not ignore this sacred moment, because heaven is testing your spiritual readiness. Act before this spiritual window closes, for something beautiful is unfolding in the darkness. Sow your seed today, even $10 or $20 in quiet, bold obedience. The QR code is visible on your screen at this exact, holy second. The link is in the description and first pinned comment right below this video. Your seed will act as a holy light, guiding your soulmate out of the darkness. They are preparing to surrender their pride and take full responsibility for the heartbreak. They know that trust was broken, and they are willing to work hard to rebuild it. They do not expect you to run back into their arms without honest conversations. They are coming back with humility, patience, and a deep determination to do things right. God has shown them that you are the greatest earthly blessing I ever assigned. They are ready to honor you, value you, and cherish you for the rest of your days. Stand still and watch the salvation of the Lord unfold before your eyes. The heavy waiting room season is officially ending, and your promised land is opening. Your divine love story is not over, for God is writing the ultimate chapter. The hidden spiritual file concerning your soulmate is opening even wider in this exact moment. Do not scroll away, because heaven is revealing the third deep chapter of this divine mystery. Every tear you shed in solitude was counted, and the spiritual atmosphere around you is charged with power. If your spirit recognizes the voice of God speaking directly to you, like this video and subscribe immediately. Comment the phrase, "Heaven protects our bond," to seal this powerful message in your life today. My child, do not ignore this sacred moment, because heaven did not bring you here accidentally. Something extraordinary is shifting in the atmosphere surrounding your life and your soulmate right now. Many will scroll past and forfeit the spiritual covering designed for their protection today. Those who walk in true faith will respond without hesitation or fear in their hearts. Sow your seed now, even $10 or $20 offered in deep, obedient trust. The QR code is on your screen right now. The link is in the description and first pinned comment below. Act before this spiritual window closes, because delay can hinder the sudden breakthrough prepared for you. What you give today becomes a powerful altar of protection over your mind, your spirit, and your soulmate. Your soulmate is currently standing at a massive spiritual crossroad that is keeping them awake tonight. They are pacing around their bedroom, holding their head in their hands with heavy thoughts. The weight of their past choices is resting heavily on their shoulders like a burning stone. They are remembering the exact day they walked away and the coldness in their own voice. Heaven is replaying that moment in their mind continuously until they understand the depth of your pain. They realize now that while you were offering them pure love, they gave you silence and confusion. They see how patiently you waited, how deeply you cared, and how unfairly they treated you. God is allowing this holy sorrow to sweep through their heart to completely break their pride. The spiritual attacks that came against your relationship were aimed at destroying your destined future together. The enemy recognized the divine purpose attached to your union and sought to sever the connection early. That is why unexpected arguments, sudden coldness, and emotional distance appeared out of nowhere between you two. Dark forces used their unhealed wounds to create a wedge that felt completely impossible to overcome. But heaven never withdrew its holy hand from the foundation of your love story. God was allowing the fake structure to collapse so that a solid foundation could be built. The spiritual warfare you fought alone in your closet was not in vain, my beloved child. Every silent prayer you offered created a protective shield around your soulmate when they were lost. Stay right here, because what God is revealing next will explain the heavy burden you felt recently. You felt an unexpected sadness in your spirit over the past few days because their soul was reaching out. When they experienced moments of overwhelming regret, your spirit registered their emotional cries in the night. They were sitting alone in a quiet space, looking at the sky, wishing they could hear your voice. They typed your name into their search bar, staring at your profile picture for endless minutes. They wanted to press the call button, but an intense fear of rejection paralyzed their fingers. They are terrified that you have built a high wall around your heart that they cannot cross. Pray instead of fearing, because God is dismantling every barrier that stands between your two souls. If you still feel their soul tied to yours in the spirit, comment 1111 below right now. This powerful number represents divine alignment, spiritual awakening, and the immediate closing of painful gaps. The unseen angels of heaven are moving circumstances around to bring your paths back together smoothly. Do not listen to the spirit of doubt that tells you too much time has passed. In the kingdom of God, time is a tool used to refine hearts, not to destroy destiny. The season of agonizing separation was merely the divine furnace melting away their hard, stubborn edges. My child, do not ignore this moment, because heaven brought you to this video for an urgent purpose. Something significant is shifting in the spiritual realm right now, and your obedience opens the door wider. Sow your seed now, even $10 or $20 offered in quiet, resolute faith. The QR code is visible on your screen at this very second. The link is in the description and first pinned comment directly below this video. What you sow today acts as a divine covering over your soulmate as God leads them back. Delaying your response can stall the momentum, so move in faith while this window remains wide open. Share this video immediately with someone who is currently walking through a dark season of spiritual heartbreak. When you help build another person's faith, God accelerates the fulfillment of promises in your own life. The spiritual chains of fear, hesitation, and shame that locked your soulmate away are snapping right now. They are beginning to realize that staying away from you hurts significantly more than facing their own mistakes. Late tonight, as they lie in the quiet dark, a deep wave of warmth will wash over them. They will recognize that warmth as the undeniable presence of your spirit and my holy love. The quiet season you endured was a sacred workshop where God was restoring their broken character. If they had returned before this moment, they would have brought back the same emotional chaos and inconsistency. God kept them at a distance until they were thoroughly broken and ready for a true, holy union. The person who is preparing to step forward will no longer play mind games or leave you guessing. They will approach you with deep respect, genuine humility, and an unshakable desire to protect your heart. Heaven is currently aligning your steps, your daily paths, and your thoughts for an unannounced, powerful encounter. You will not need to manipulate events or chase after them in desperate weakness. My sovereign hand is orchestrating every single detail in a way that will bring absolute glory to heaven. Stay tuned right here, because this next revelation uncovers a hidden movement happening in secret. The toxic influences that once advised your soulmate to distance themselves have been completely silenced by God. Those who spoke negative words against your character are now watching your soulmate completely ignore their counsel. Your soulmate has realized that those people never had their best interest at heart during the separation. They see clearly now that the only person who brought genuine peace into their life was you. They have detached themselves emotionally from those harmful environments and turned their heart back toward your light. Heaven has closed the door permanently on those negative voices and false advisors today. They are sitting quietly in the stillness of the night, listening to the soft beating of their own heart. They can feel the invisible spiritual pull dragging them back toward the sacred connection you both share. The divine tie connecting your two spirits is pulsing with undeniable power and emotional heat right now. They feel an overwhelming, relentless urge to reach out, to speak, and to apologize for everything. The emotional paralysis that bound them for months is melting away under the intense fire of my presence. God is placing a heavy burden of love in their heart that will not allow them to rest. They will find no peace until they stand before you and speak the absolute truth from their soul. My child, do not ignore this sacred moment, because heaven is testing the strength of your expectation. Step forward before this spiritual window closes, for divine restoration is taking place in the dark. Sow your seed today, even $10 or $20 in quiet, bold, unwavering faith. The QR code is clearly visible on your screen at this exact, holy second. The link is right in the description and first pinned comment directly below this video. Your act of faith will serve as a spiritual beacon, guiding your soulmate back to your side safely. They are building up the courage right now to break the long silence and make things right with you. They know that trust was shattered, and they are fully prepared to spend time earning back your confidence. They do not expect you to forget the pain immediately, but they are willing to prove their change. They are coming with deep sincerity, complete transparency, and a firm commitment to build a lasting future. God has revealed to them that you are the most valuable spiritual partner assigned to their life. They are ready to honor you, shield you, and love you with the devotion you always deserved. Stand firm in your quiet hope and watch how God turns your deepest grief into total victory. The long season of spiritual waiting is coming to an end, and your promise is standing at the door. My beloved child, hear my final whisper to your heart tonight. The long, painful night of uncertainty is over, and the morning light of your restoration is breaking through. The soulmate connection you thought was lost forever has survived every spiritual attack, every silent tear, and every physical mile between you. I never abandoned your love story, nor did I forget the secret prayers you whispered into your pillow. Every delay was a sacred setup, and every silence was my hand reshaping your soulmate's heart to love you correctly. The breakthrough has already started in the unseen realm, and reunion energy is rising like a powerful tide. Your person is stepping out of the dark shadow of hesitation and moving directly toward your heart with truth and healing. Receive my peace, release your anxiety, and trust the divine plan that is bringing your souls back together permanently. Your story does not end in heartbreak, but in a holy, unbreakable victory written by my own hands. Heaven has moved first, and your promise is standing right at your door. Type Amen to seal this divine truth in your spirit forever, and step boldly into your beautiful new beginning.